Started here in Austin in 1996 by 12 moms, Girls Empowerment Network ignites power in girls by teaching them to thrive and to believe in their ability to succeed. Senior Program Director Chloe Laporte is here to tell us more about the organization. Chloe, good morning to you.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Of course. Let's talk about this organization. When we say, helping girls, empowering girls, what does that actually mean for what it is you do?
Yeah, definitely. So our curriculum is all about increasing girls' self-efficacy. So that's someone's belief in their own abilities. And so for girls, what we do in our curriculum is help them really discover that they have what it takes inside and they are powerful people, and they unlock that power through our curriculum that's delivered in schools, camps, conferences, and other community places.
Absolutely. What does a curriculum like that look like?
Definitely. So our curriculum is, it's really based on the Girls Circle model, which was a curriculum that was designed for girls who were impacted by the juvenile justice system, to create a space for them to feel like they were really safe to share what's going on and to learn from each other, to build positive relationships with their peers, and to develop skills. And so our curriculum really was inspired by that curriculum and built upon it to really increase self-efficacy. So every session, every program that we do with girls is all about helping increase their skills. We call them the 7 C's to self-efficacy, and that includes collaboration, communication, coping skills, creativity, critical thinking, confidence, and change making.
Incredible stuff. And I want to talk about how important this work is, about how intervening at this time when girls are at a very certain age can really impact the trajectory of their belief in themselves all the way through high school or college. Yeah. What age do you work with? And talk to me a little bit more about why it's so important.
Yeah, we start with girls in 3rd grade. So what, even our founders of the organization, they read a book called Reviving Ophelia by Dr. Mary Pfeiffer, which explored the systematic decline in girls' self-esteem as they go through adolescence. So puberty is hard for everybody. And what Dr. Pfeiffer saw in her research was that girls experience a unique challenge going through puberty where their self-esteem really decreases. And if they don't have a supportive network, if they don't have the skills to get through puberty, that they might not return to baseline. So our program really seeks to empower girls at an early age and help them develop skills, develop coping skills, develop a supportive network, so that as they move through puberty, move through the unique challenges of girlhood, they have that support around them and they have that internal belief in their ability to get through it and to still have that confidence on the other side of puberty that guides them through the rest of their life.
Absolutely, kind of the inner strength. That is as somebody who was a female adolescent myself, that is a difficult piece. And COVID has not helped, quite frankly. Let's talk about what the last 4 years or so have changed for adolescent girls.
Right. So during COVID, the CDC saw that there was a significant increase in mental health related emergency room visits for adolescents, and girls were disproportionately impacted by that. And so even after COVID, as a lot of our life has returned to normal, girls' mental health is still falling behind. Even 2 years ago, we saw that 1 in 3 high school students were saying that they had significant mental health problems. And again, girls were disproportionately impacted by that. So when I talk to girls or the adults who care about them in their lives, like their teachers or their caregivers, what I'm hearing over and over again is that COVID impacted both their social skills and their coping skills. So it's feeling like girls are having to start over learning how to make friends. So they're having a really hard time with those relationship skills and how to have friends, which we know is such an important piece of being a kid and an adolescent. And then the coping skills piece. So it's we all manage stress, and girls, especially girls as they go through adolescence, have this stress to perform. And girls are in so many extracurriculars and on every sports team, and boys are too, and they're feeling a lot of pressure and a lot of stress to be perfect and to perform at a high level. And they're not able to really practice coping skills to manage their stress and take care of themselves. So it's really weighing on their mental health.
Absolutely. And does that lead to a potential for burnout, for lack of achievement, for somebody to, for example, not go to college when that was their intended goal.
Totally. Yeah. It's the overwhelm and feeling like it's just too hard to go move forward and go after my goals. And of course, like other mental health concerns around self-harm or suicidal ideation as well.
That is concerning. Okay. Let's talk to you a little bit about stress and how we can manage it, because I feel like you're touching on this piece. You're getting there for us. Girls, as you say, are under pressure. You've got a background as a clinical social worker and as a teacher. What can you tell us about stress and how we can manage it even in our own lives?
Yeah, definitely. So what you'll notice is that girls are really skilled in talking about stress. Like girls today can talk about anxiety, they can talk about what it means to feel stressed, but they don't always know exactly how to manage their stress. And they don't always know exactly what's happening physiologically for them when they're feeling stressed. So as adults, what we can do for youth and for ourselves is to talk about what is it that's causing the stress. So what's really like prompting your stress, what's causing it for you, what are you noticing in your body, and can you tune into that? Like for me, like I can feel my shoulders tense up. I can feel me holding my breath. I can feel some rumbling in my tummy kind of thing. And that's how we talk to the girls. It's like, what do you notice in your body? And can you take a minute to just like tune into that? And then the next part is what do you do with that stress? So we have stressors all day long. It starts as soon as we wake up, right? And some of that is really positive. Like I had to have a little bit of stress to get here on time and be ready for the day. But if we're not managing it and we're not able to really cope with it, it starts to weigh us down and it does lead to burnout. So talking to your girls or thinking about for yourself, how do you complete the stress cycle? How do you make sure that if you have that energy or you have that tension in your body, what do you do with it? Do you shake it out? Do you turn on loud music? Do you take deep breaths? Do you drink some cold water? Like what is it that you're doing to let your body release it so that it's not weighing you down and burning you out?
Well, and what I'm hearing you say, because my question was, going through my mind, well, what do you do?
Yeah.
It sounds like we're needing to give girls toolkits,
Yes.
quite frankly, because while we might be feeling it in our bodies, what we do about it kind of is something that needs to be learned.
Yeah,
right?
Definitely. And like talking to a girl, say a girl is stressed about a test that she's taking, and she might feel like, I can't do anything about it. I have to take this test. So then thinking about, well, what can you do sitting in a desk? Can you take deep breaths? Can you just slow down and start to feel your feet on the ground or feel the fabric of your chair that kind of, tethers you back into the room? Or can you hear the air conditioner on? Can you do a mindfulness exercise to bring you back into the room instead of spinning out in your mind? So being realistic and practical with girls and youth in general about there are lots of things we have to do throughout the day to meet our goals, to be successful, but what can you do to manage your feelings about it? How can you manage your reactions so that you're feeling like you're in control and you're calm?
Absolutely. And the stressors unfortunately only continue to build.
Yeah.
So we want a stronger toolkit as we grow.